not alive. Please don't turn your back on me. There's no justice in this world.
This angry bird is Debbie Ann Bryant, a 55-year-old killer wife who honestly thinks she'll get away after murdering her husband, from blaming the legal system to speaking about herself like she's someone else entirely.
Do y'all know how many times Debbie came to this kind of place? Want y'all to help her? Y'all got a license to lie.
But what Debbie doesn't know is that every made-up story and justification she has constructed in her own mind will only work against her, because this interrogation is about to expose just how far from sanity Debbie really is.
Sit down.
What do you want?
I want you to sit down.
I want you to shut that door and get out of here.
On the morning of February 4th, 2020, Tyler police arrived at a home in Glass Avenue to find a marriage that had ended in blood. 58-year-old Alan Ferguson lay on the floor, gunshot wound to the head. Alan had spent 30 years building a home and a future with the woman he loved, and that same woman, Debbie Ann Bryant, would stand outside in the street telling the neighbors she had finally ended her mistreatment. Now, inside the interrogation room, Debbie has not come in to confess. She's come in to perform. But the legal system is very clear. Just because a person has a mental illness does not mean they can escape punishment. As long as she knew what she was doing when she pulled the trigger, and she knew it was wrong, then she is still responsible. Now the detectives must break through her mental act and drama to understand the real Debbie. This woman's not about to make anything easy.
Back in your room.
It's hot.
And sit down. Thank you.
Did not tell me. I told you. Y'all need to leave her alone. Y'all wouldn't have what you needed to.
Okay.
I had to help her.
Sit down, then.
I want y'all to get out of here.
I don't want to handcuff you. I
I
want
want
you to
y'all to
sit
get
down.
out. I want y'all out.
Okay.
Sorry. I want y'all out.
Okay.
She ain't talking to you. She ain't talking to you. Y'all sure that's not when she needed it.
Who's she?
Y'all did it.
Who is she? You?
Debbie.
Debbie?
Y'all didn't help her.
All right. Well, I'm here.
Y'all didn't help
All
her.
right, Miss Debbie. Okay.
She's not talking.
Okay.
She's not talking.
Okay, let me talk, okay? I'm Detective Molina with the police department, okay? Is your name Debbie?
No, it's not.
Okay. Who is
But
Debbie?
Debbie didn't do it.
Okay. Debbie didn't do it? Okay. Who is Debbie?
Me.
You're Debbie? Okay. What's your full name, Miss Debbie?
Y'all didn't help. Y'all wouldn't help her.
Okay.
Leave her alone.
I'm here.
Leave her the fuck alone.
Okay. I'm
Leave her alone, man. Y'all know all about her. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. She's not doing that. Leave her alone.
Okay. All right. Do you need anything right now, Miss Debbie? You need another napkin, a tissue, anything like that? No? Take a few deep breaths, okay?
Do y'all know how many times Debbie came to this goddamn place? Want y'all to help her?
Ma'am,
Do y'all know how many goddamn times?
ma'am, honestly, I do not.
Too many goddamn times
Okay.
over the years.
Okay. Well, Miss Debbie, this is the first time I've ever met you, okay?
I don't give a fuck. Y'all quit saying that.
Okay.
You're the third person told us that. Stop. Okay? Stop.
Okay. Alright.
I don't give a fuck. Y'all got a license to lie. I don't want to talk to y'all. She ain't talking to y'all. So you might well get the fuck out and take us to jail because she's not talking to y'all. She's talked to y'all over the fucking years. Y'all wouldn't fucking listen. You wouldn't fucking believe her. You wouldn't fucking love her. Now, it's too late. It's too late. Nobody get up her now, okay? That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. Well, do gotta read you a couple of things, though, okay? Just because it's hard for me to talk to you, just because of the circumstances, all right, Miss Debbie? This is a custodial warning, okay? You have the right to remain silent and not make any statement at all, and any statement you make may be used against you at trial. Do you understand, Miss Debbie?
Then why y'all in here talking to her for then? What the fuck is y'all's problem?
Do you understand what I said?
No, I didn't, don't, and I don't really give a fuck. I gave y'all for help before. Y'all blew me the fuck off. corrupt. Y'all have a working for y'all that has to do with the hospitals, the goddamn law enforcement, everything. Y'all wouldn't listen to her.
Okay.
Y'all wouldn't help her. Y'all not going to help her now. So leave her the f*** alone. Y'all done enough damage to her. Okay? Y'all done enough. Thanks, but she don't need to go anymore.
Okay.
It's too late.
Did you understand what I just said, Miss Debbie?
How many times you gonna let me answer that? No. You want me to write it down, spell it? No.
You want me to read it to you again?
No. I don't want you to do a goddamn thing for me. Nothing. Nothing. It's too late.
Debbie speaks in third person. Psychologically, this is called disassociation, a way the mind separates from reality when the weight of what a person has done becomes too heavy to carry as themselves. Debbie claimed she had gone to the police department looking for help from her husband and that nobody listened to her. But there was no official record anywhere to back up her story. No report, no file, nothing. This was simply her attempt to shift the focus away from the man she had just shot.
To get what your side of what happened today, I know it appears that you've been suffering for a while. You've even told us that you've been suffering for about 20 years. I guess in a marriage that wasn't going anywhere.
It was common law.
Okay, but
Still
still technically,
35.
it's a long time. It's a long
My
time.
whole life. But then we've been Tyler. He started using that phone to be a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
And the that listens to everybody's shit that hires them and gets him on their side. He's the one that I wish to God I could have killed. He made me this way. He made me do it. He wouldn't leave us alone. He killed Alan's sister, promised Alan he would give him, he'd be a millionaire. Alan said he'd be a millionaire if he'd make me suffer until I died. Because they were in the process of poisoning me. I knew they weren't. Every time I'd eat certain things, my stomach would feel, I'd have to go to bed and I'd feel so sick in my stomach. And he just come straight in from the grocery store. But I know he would admit that. I told that motherfucker who kept listening on Ellen's phone, I told him, I texted him last night and I told him, I'm going to kill him if he don't leave her alone. If he don't try to help her instead of keeping her here locked up, making her suffer while you can watch it, I'm going to kill him. I told him they couldn't leave her alone. Nobody would listen. And I was tired of seeing her suffer. She'd been suffering for a year at his hand. He didn't love her. He just gave her a place to live. He had the TV and the phone hooked together with that mother, the hair connections, could watch her suffer and clean like a he don't give her a penny of money. And when he did, it just hurt when she got the I know y'all, thank you for your snitches, but people that wants to do right, tries to do right, and y'all just take them down. It is not right.
Debbie has just opened a door nobody was ready for, connecting the police department, her husband Alan, and his late sister to a series of crimes she claims were committed and covered up. If even a fraction of it is true, this story runs far darker than anyone imagined. The detectives now have a new job: to dig through every claim, separate the facts from the fiction, and figure out what's real.
What happened tonight? What was the final bowling point between y'all two that just Debbie had enough?
I told her to do it years ago.
Okay.
But she's a pussy. She won't do shit. She always got to have a good. She always wanted to do good.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody had had to stand up for her. I mean, y'all let her do. Her worst enemy works here at this goddamn force, has connections. And she want to bet she'll end up getting poisoned in jail, and she'll die in, well, she's going to die in prison, but.
Well, Miss Debbie, what happened today between you and Alan? Were you diagnosed with something?
I was diagnosed in Methany, being bipolar.
Okay.
And the man that hates me so f***ing bad that turned my husband against me, he's in the government, so you know he's got control over everything. He pays the laws and everything. And about 15 years I've been fighting, trying to get a disability check. He just wasn't hearing of it. He got blocked every time. I'd get a job. He blocked it. He'd get me fired in 1 or 2 days. He made Alan not help me. He turned my own husband against me. It's not right. And he's standing out there smoking. I wish to God I knew who he was. I wish to God I knew who he was. I'd kill him.
Did you not take your medication? Did they ever give you medication, Debbie?
You know, they gave me some.
When was the last time you took it?
Debbie wouldn't have been sick if my that say they know her wouldn't be bullying her so goddamn much. I mean, this town is fucking bullies. Nothing but goddamn cocksucking bullies that hide behind their goddamn churches and their goddamn computers and phones and harass. Debbie kept telling them, begging them, leave them the fuck alone. Kept warning them. But they wouldn't do it. They said it was too late.
So you moved away
To Farmersville.
Farmersville? Okay. But Alan kept calling you and trying to keep in contact with you?
Yeah, just, and he was seeing other girls, so I told him he could. I said, I can't have sex because it hurts so bad. So I wanted him happy. I told him, just go get laid, come back home, and get a grip on it. But he never came back home. He never came back home. Yeah, because David don't have no friends.
No.
She ain't never had no friends. She just got her blood family
Where's your family at?
here.
In Tyler? Do you still talk to them or not so much? Or, yeah.
Yeah, my dad's got COPD. He's not going good. Am I going to get to go to his? I don't want to go to the street.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want to
your brothers
die
and
before
sisters?
him. I want to die before my dad. And mom.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
Matter of fact, I've got court. The third. The sixth and the third. Criminal trespassing for Smith County cops bullying me. I didn't do it. They never warned me off the property. I mean, that was almost the end of the straw for Debbie. The cops were going to keep harassing her.
When did you get arrested for that?
Before I went to Rusk, I don't know, about 8 months ago. Man, I don't know. It don't matter. I just know what's happened. Don't ask me the times. Don't ask me the dates. I'm just telling you what happened.
She went to jail for criminal trespass and then you went to arrest.
Well, I called the cops. I had the lady at Kid Jones call the cops for me. I didn't want to talk to them. I wanted to talk to a judge. Because the cops hated me. They didn't like me. They wouldn't listen. They didn't believe. They were on Alan's side. But Alan had left that night, and somebody tried to get in the van on our land, and I ran to Kid Jones with my knives and flashlight. And I don't know how long I was in the bathroom. But they never warned me off the property until that time. And as soon as he warned me, he arrested me. I had to run out. Then I had to call to set my court date because I told Rusk and I told my bondsman I was at Rusk Hospital. I can't walk out. Mm-hmm. They didn't do nothing. I called to make my court date because I was wanting to leave town because of all the harassment and bullying. So I made a court date. And he said the 29th at 9 o'clock. Well, I was there. And he had changed it to the 30th at 8 or 9. Well, needless to say, I didn't think to, the judge asked me why didn't I make my court date. And Debbie blocks out a lot of stuff. She don't remember, but she was in Rusk. And the people at Rusk, they supposed to took care of her stuff. And the bondsman didn't do it. So when they went to court the other day, they arrested her for not being in court.
For that criminal trespass.
Mm-hmm. But if the bondsman or the hospital would have did what they supposed to have done, took care of her stuff, it wouldn't have happened. But everybody got to work against her. Everybody's got to bully her. Everybody's got to harass her. She was a good girl. Now she's a murderer.
There is a pattern emerging in everything Debbie says. In her world, everyone has wronged her. This is called a persecution narrative, where a person genuinely believes they are the constant target of other people's actions. It can be a symptom of a deeper mental condition, but it can also be a carefully constructed story. The line between the two is exactly what the detectives are trying to find. But here's what can't be ignored. Detectives confirmed that Debbie had been admitted to Rusk State Hospital, a facility for psychiatric treatment. And even there, Debbie was still telling anyone who would listen that her husband Alan was plotting against her. And that changes things.
Well, what happened this morning between you and Alan? Did he have somebody over with him, another girl, or what led up to where we're at now?
Told him Liz been spending the night a couple of nights. Talked to them, let them tell you. There's nothing. Just another fucked up off day. Well, I couldn't find a job, I couldn't find work. Just stay there, clean, be scared that somebody's going to run in on me and do me like they did Susan. Mm-hmm. Do you know how sleeping with a gun every single day, walk around with a gun every single day because you're scared somebody's going to run in and kill you?
How long have you been sleeping with a gun?
Years.
Years. How did you obtain this gun?
It was Alan's. Mm-hmm. Well, it was mine from Orly, but Alan claimed it. He said I didn't need a gun. And I said, yeah, but if people quit with me, quit harassing me, quit bullying me, and quit making me feel things, I wouldn't need one. But I knew something was wrong. Nobody walks around all day long with a gun. Nobody sleeps with a gun on their head, by their head.
What kind of gun is it?
I don't know. But I'd have it, and I guess I'd have it caught. Because I'd be laying there and something would pick my head up, and the gun would go off. It did it in the trailer, and it did it in this house the other week.
Like something hit and it went off? Or what do you mean?
I had my hand on it, but I didn't have on the trigger, but something picked my head up, and the gun went off.
Oh. What it hit?
The thing was still in the gun, but the front part of it was in the bed. And Alan got it and stuck it in his little hand on the table. He was going to make me a necklace with it.
Like the little shell casing off of it? The little brass that's left over?
The end of it. Oh, no. It was in full.
How How loud was that, though? Right next to your head?
Yes, it was right next to my head. It was like a firecracker.
Oh.
And I picked the gun up and just threw it down. I said, I was dreaming. And then when I woke up, I said, I don't remember that whole thing now. And it was like black smoke around. I'm not in the air, but yeah, on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a hole. I said, oh, fuck, I guess it did go off.
When was that?
When was it?
Uh-huh.
A couple of weeks ago.
Mm. Did it freak you out, scary?
I was asleep.
Well, you didn't even hear it, just heard a firecracker.
Yeah, I just heard a big pop, and I woke up and had a gun in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I just threw it on the bed and went back to sleep.
Okay.
And I thought I was dreaming it, but when I woke up, to the hole in the bed, it was true.
So is it like a small gun? A little semi-automatic? Or is it like, does it have
Yeah, it'll shoot over and over and over.
Okay. What color is it?
Black.
Black. Do you know what make or model it is? No?
Nope.
Duck down a gun in your house?
Nope.
No?
No.
Who else have guns?
I didn't have any. I don't have them.
Okay. How many does he own?
I don't know.
Okay.
I know we're felonies, and I didn't want the guns in the house,
Mm-hmm.
so I called the, what do you call them? Rangers?
Like the ATF, like for firearms people?
I tried calling everybody,
Mm-hmm.
telling them that we was felonies. We didn't need guns in the house.
So Alan has felonies as well? Felony charges?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For what? Dope?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a felony from stealing at the grocery store, at the stores for my grandbabies to support them
Mm-hmm.
when I had seizures.
All right.
But other than that, I've been in jail for, well, I remember this attorney I talked to the other day said that I broke and entered, and I guess I broke and entered and stole somebody's gas out of the garage. I'm really not that bad of a person.
Mm-hmm. Trying to make a living.
Trying to support myself.
I understand that.
You don't know how many times I tried to leave this town. When I finally got a car from my brother that knew I was leaving, he had the cops on the interstate waiting for me. He pulled me over and gave me a fucking ticket. He said he was going to pull me over because he thought I didn't have my seatbelt on.
Mm-hmm.
I had insurance. I had an inspection sticker. The only thing was wrong when I was driving was a suspended license. Had him pull me over, and he used the excuse, well, and this was like in the middle of the day.
There are holes in Debbie's story, and they're starting to show. She claims she slept with a gun for over a year, fearing people were coming for her, yet she once called to report that felons shouldn't have guns. Instead of giving the detectives closure, every new claim she makes only widens the net further, and through all of it, the one answer that matters most remains unanswered. What finally pushed Debbie to pull that trigger on that specific morning?
How did you end up getting shot?
I told Debbie, look that way, what was that? And she did. I did it.
Do you know where he was shot at?
I aimed for the head.
Where were you standing?
I think in the hallway or kitchen. I can't remember.
Okay. And where was he at? Do you remember?
In the living room, in front of the table. When they looked that way, they shot him so she couldn't see.
Okay.
She didn't need that in her head. She had enough to deal with.
And then what happened?
Ran for help.
You ran for help.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the gun?
Okay.
The one that was used to shoot Alan.
I don't know what the gun said.
You don't know? You don't remember?
Should be on the floor.
Somewhere in the house? Okay. Who'd you run to for help?
Been outside screaming, help, help, help. Because I heard a big bang.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard a big bang and I ran.
Did you ever check on Alan?
No, when I heard a big bang, I go back. I ran out.
Just scared. Was it just y'all two in the house?
Mm-hmm.
No one else besides Debbie and Alan were in the house when it happened?
Right.
What were your friends driving when they left? You remember?
They're not my friends.
I'm sorry, Alan's friends.
Mm-hmm.
You want to call one? Thank you. That's your queen. You remember what Alan's friends drive?
It's a little white car. They'll be there this evening around 6 probably.
Where do they work?
They're flipping a house somewhere.
Okay. What were their names again, Miss Debbie?
Troy Sweeney,
Troy.
which is Tully,
I'm sorry, Tully.
Tully.
Okay.
Oh, Liz.
Liz, do you know Liz's last name?
No.
Is she black, white, or Hispanic?
They're both white.
Do you know, do they usually stay with y'all or do they live somewhere else?
They were staying with Wayne who owns the house.
We open it for you? They're staying with Wayne?
Yeah, then I Kelly Tires.
Okay.
They got kicked out of their house because they didn't pay rent or something. Oh, my knee hurts so bad.
You got a bad knee on you?
You know, I fucked it up when I jumped out of the dumpster because these motherfuckers were calling the laws on me and I didn't want to go to jail.
Oh, last night? Dumpster diving?
No, about a week ago.
Oh, okay.
I could walk on it. It's hurt. But it's okay. I'll be okay.
Well, I'm gonna let you drink that water, okay? You need another tissue? No.
I'm sick to my stomach.
You're sick to your stomach?
Can y'all just take me to jail and just leave me alone? Just take me to jail. It's over. You can't bring him back. Just let it go. I'm not sorry. Y'all caused this whole thing. Now y'all can be happy. I'm gonna die in prison. I should have killed my goddamn self. I did it because y'all wouldn't listen. Y'all wouldn't care. Now I get it. It's too late. I can't tell the door because you got right. So I get it. Not get it. Me. Because that's what later alone. Somebody stand up for. Y'all ready? What can y'all do? What can y'all do? When she came to y'all?
Sit down, Debbie. Sit down, Debbie. Sit down.
What do you want?
I want you to sit down.
I want you to shut that door and get out of here. Y'all need to help her. She needed it. Y'all need to help her now.
Sit down.
Okay, so.
Well, I tried to tell y'all what I was going to do because of all the harassing this town was doing to me. Y'all never believed me. Y'all called me a liar. And I warned y'all this was going to happen. Nobody cared. Nobody believed me. I'm not at fault here.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell us?
Not what? I mean,
Now the detective would press further on the crime weapon, and Debbie's answer is about to seal her fate, stripping away every mental shield she thought she could hide behind.
At the house, and they're trying to find the gun. You could help them out. Do you remember where it might be?
you got it.
Right. Do you remember where? You can think back after it happened and retrace your steps.
I dropped it.
You remember where?
No.
It's one of those things, if it's outside, we want to get it so people walking by couldn't.
It's in the house.
It's in the house? Okay. Is there a special place you want to put it?
No, I dropped it. I dropped it.
Yeah. Anybody else go in the house after you think? Okay. Well, Detective Molina, who was in here talking to you, she went over there and she can't find it. So that's why I'm asking.
There's a man was waiting when I left.
Well, that's what I mean. Do people come and go? That's probably not good, huh? Any idea who might have done that? Okay. So, I remember what you said, and you were standing either in the hallway or the kitchen, right? So from there, at what point do you think the gun was dropped?
After I was shot,
Mm-hmm.
I dropped.
What did that look like?
What looked like.
Well,
I was looking the opposite way.
right,
I didn't.
right. And the gun was shot.
And I dropped it.
But you dropped it from, can you show me what your arm looked like? About how high it was when you dropped it, maybe?
Like this.
Uh-huh.
Dropped it.
Okay. You can't think of anything else. I'll give you a minute, okay? And when you think about it, I'll be back in here, all right?
This all could have been prevented.
I know. It could have. You're right.
And it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
I did everything. I tried everything.
Mm-hmm.
They just blew me off.
Well, now we're trying to make sure that nobody else gets hurt by that gun, okay? And so we got to find it. And if you dropped it right there,
They should be right there.
it should be, but it's not.
Well, that's what I did.
So what can we do next?
Oh no. It should be right there.
Okay, but it's not, Debbie.
Well, then somebody went in after I left to go run around. I don't know.
Okay.
So don't come here arresting me, please. I've told you everything I know.
I got you. So when you went to run for help, I heard you say you went outside, right?
Yeah, I went to 3 houses.
Okay. So you might have been gone for a little bit.
But, you know, I don't know.
And then what'd you do after you went to 3 houses?
Somebody finally came to their door.
Okay. And what did that conversation look like?
I said, I heard a pop.
Mm-hmm. What'd they say?
Phone call, cops, really good.
Okay. Well, that's good. Where'd you go after that?
I stayed there.
Do you remember which house that was? Can you think back for me?
I don't know what 3 houses I went to.
Well, so we could talk to the neighbors and ask if you went there.
Okay.
Was it a man or a woman you asked to call the police?
Man,
Both of them? Does it upset you at all that we can't find the gun? 'Cause that
why should
also,
it upset me?
why? Well,
We should have never had the guns to begin with. We're both felonies. But I told Smith County he had guns.
right.
They didn't give a fuck. So what the fuck does it matter now?
Well, it matters from
Well, it don't to me.
a different angle. And the fact that you're telling me
Please, I don't care, sweetheart. I'm here to tell you, y'all don't give a fuck. Then get out of here and leave me alone.
I'll be back in here in a bit.
Yeah, I bet you
Think
will.
of it.
I ain't thinking of
Will
shit.
you know?
I want to be left alone.
Okay.
Aside from her confession, the detectives would have to be custodians of the crime weapons. This is important, especially when dealing with a suspect with a history of mental illness. A confession alone can be challenged in court, but physical evidence cannot perform, cannot disassociate, and cannot lie. The weapons solidify what Debbie has already admitted to.
have any idea where I could find that gun? You remember what you did after the shot happened? The shooting?
I took off running.
You just took off running? Okay. Alright, well, Mr. Hill right here will be transporting here shortly, okay?
Let me ask her one thing. Have you told her what she's charged with?
No.
Go ahead and try to tell me that.
Okay, so right now we're charging you with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
That's because he's not dead. I did not lie to you.
Yeah, he's not
Okay?
dead.
I'm telling you the truth.
Oh, he's not.
No, ma'am, I don't come in here and lie to you, and then you talk to me all ugly and hurt my feelings.
He's at the hospital. He hasn't passed away.
He's not in good shape, but here's what I need to know. I've got Leslie and Troy coming up here to talk to me from Troop, okay? If you gave the gun to one of them, they're going to tell me that, so let me know.
No,
Did you do that?
no, just dropped it.
They can't find it, sweetie. Did you throw it in the bushes when you went outside or something, maybe? If you did, it's okay, just tell us. I just don't want a kid to find it.
All I remember was dropping it inside. That's all I remember.
Did you drop it inside or outside?
About inside.
In April of 2022, justice finally caught up with Debbie Ann Bryant. She was sentenced to 35 years in prison, initially booked for aggravated assault, and the charge was upgraded to murder after Alan Ferguson died from his injuries 2 days later. During the trial, Debbie pushed her story of systematic failure, but the court looked past the narrative straight to the facts. And the most damning fact was a Colt 45 found buried under a brush in the backyard by a canine unit. The very weapon she claimed she knew nothing about. A woman truly lost in a dissociative fog does not take time to bury evidence. The judge acknowledged her mental state and ordered psychiatric treatment during her incarceration. Alan Ferguson was gone, and his community still remembers him for a good neighbor that he was. Thank you for watching today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here.